how did you attract or address your audience? On my front cover, one of the ways I addressed my target audience was using direct address on the main image and also images on the contents page. This meant the subject was looking straight into the eyes of the audience, and as a result, the audience feel more included and attracted to buy the magazine. I also included images that are a mix of male and female subjects. This broadens my audience as I want my magazine to appeal to both genders. The ages of the artists in my images were young adults and teenagers. This is similar age to my target audience. Therefore, this will attract my target audience as it uses a gratification theory of personal identification, as the audience would feel they can relate to the artist and be inspired by their behaviour. Another way to attract my target audience was including a QR code on the contents page. This gives the audience the opportunity to download free content only if they have subscribed. This would appeal to my target audience who are modern and have grown up with the rise in technology. Furthermore, one of my stories for my contents page is Best Music Apps. This appeals to my audience because the story is about music apps and the audience reading this will obviously have an interest in music. An app is an application for your smartphone or tablet, which is a specialised programme. Especially as my magazine is targeted at a modern generation, it will appeal to them as nearly every 16 to 25-year-old in the UK owns a phone. This story also attracts my target audience as it creates enigma, because it doesn't reveal who the best apps are. The word best is also superlative, making my audience want to know, as there is nothing better. Furthermore, the QR code and the app feature also appeals to my audience as it fits into the gratification theory of social interaction, as it applies to digital content because it increases the social interaction between the audience and the company. For the stories on my contents page, I used a range of techniques such as rhetorical questions, exclamation marks and personal pronouns, to name a few. This addresses my audience in a way that makes them feel like the stories are being aimed at them individually and would be more inclined to read it through persuasion. This makes my audience want to read on and therefore fits into the gratification theory of entertainment, as it shows one of the purposes of my magazine, so the audience can escape from the stress of their daily life. I've also included a house style in my magazine. This would appeal to my audience as it gives the magazine a consistent theme and layout throughout, and giving it a more professional and clean look, and therefore making it more aesthetically pleasing. Furthermore, I also attracted my target audience by using artists who appeal to the genre of my magazine. As my magazine is an indie genre, I included artists such as The Vaccines, Churches, Peace, Dog is Dead and Phoenix, which fits into this genre, and some of the artists I chose have also been included in features in other magazines, such as NME. Another way I made sure that my artists appealed to my audience was through the use of mise-en-scène, especially with costume and props. For the main image, the female subject was dressed in a blue check shirt, which is conventional for an indie style. She also had red lipstick on and a nose ring, which suggests her strong personality. The props that I have used in my images, which are shown on the contents page, is of guitars, microphones and headphones. These props all add to the theme of music which I wanted to create. One of the guitars used is also a classical guitar, which suggests the genre of music but also connotes the traditional style that would attract my audience. Another way I attracted my target audience is having my magazine at a price of £3.99 for a monthly release. The price of £3.99 is average for a monthly release, however people who don't buy it regularly would view it as being expensive, but I did take into account my questionnaire to see what appealed to most people. A monthly release would also appeal to the lifestyle of my audience, who would be too busy to buy a weekly issue and so would be keen to buy my magazine.